Dispenser going up. Well, I guess that'll do.
Hey everyone, Uncle Dane here, and before we get into the content of this video, I wanted to tell you guys about something awesome that I'm going to be involved in next month. It's a charity stream event called Flares That Care. A few weeks from now, the guys over at twitch.tv/flares-that-care will be holding a 36-hour-long live stream event to support the charity organization called Child's Play. The stream is going to start on Friday afternoon, March 13th, and run until Saturday night, Pacific Standard Time, with no pauses at all. This is a TF2 marathon. There's going to be a ton of interactive events going on during this stream, such as pubs, lobbies, competitive Highlander and Sixes show matches, man versus machine, dodgeball, jump maps, surf maps, you name it. If it's TF2 and worth seeing on a computer screen, you'll definitely see it during the Flares That Care charity live stream. Also, I will be there. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing exactly because I will be sleeping during some of it, but I will definitely be showing up to play engineer in pubs and lobbies with you guys. Some MVM sounds awesome to me. I'm definitely going to have to get on that as well. And if anything, I'm definitely going to be watching the stream, talking to you guys as much as I can during the entire weekend, so make sure you stop by. But it's not going to just be me showing up. We're going to have a ton of fantastic TF2 YouTubers, streamers, and competitive players stopping by to show their support and put on show matches and other stuff for you guys. I can't go into detail on everyone who's going to be coming along because there are a lot of people who want to stop by to show their support, but I know for a fact my buddy Scotjaw is going to be there, Array7, a ton of high-level competitive guys like the people from Kids Next Door and Menace to Society. It's going to be a star-studded TF2 event, kind of like the Oscars, but instead of giving out awards, we're donating to charity instead, which is way cooler. So make sure you go ahead and check the description of this video for all the information, but most importantly, you can go to twitch.tv/flares-that-care and follow them on there so you can be alerted right away when they go live on March 13th, starting Friday afternoon. Last time they did this event, they raised over $500 for the Child's Play charity. This time, they're going to shoot for $750, so if you've ever wanted to support a great cause, mark your calendar and be prepared to have some TF2 fun with some awesome people. Okay, so for this video, I thought I would show you guys some of the loadouts that I have for all of my classes. In fact, all of the loadouts that I have for all of my classes. I work pretty hard on making sure that all of my A, B, C, and D loadouts are set to a specific theme, so that because I have a little keybind that I can press to switch loadouts quickly between loadout types. Usually what I do is my A loadout will be offense, my B loadout will be defense, C is typically a troll loadout or something alternative to either offense or defense, usually specific to a certain class, and D is always my MVM loadout so that I don't have to worry about equipping my canteens or anything like that. So before we get started, I thought I'd let you guys know the HUD I am using, the HUD I've always been using as long as I've been making videos, is Raise HUD. You can go to just raisehud.tf to download the HUD there. So I'm going to start out with the first class, the Scout. My Scout, I usually just kind of use hats that I find for classes that I don't play very much. I think I crafted this frickin' sweet ninja hood. These gray bands were given to me by, I think Lost in Narnia gave them to me, or somebody else did. Can't remember who gave me those. I crafted this skateboard, so I thought I'd put it on. I used to love skateboarding all the time, so I thought it'd fit in with my skateboarding cool ninja style. But I don't really play Scout too often, only when I'm feeling like, you know, running around being a jumpy little guy, so I kind of threw this outfit together. Now for the weapons, I recently have gotten super into using this gun, the Soda Popper. It's so much fun, especially on maps where there's like a high ceiling, I want to say, like a skybox. Yeah, that's what it's called. So I will usually use this on those kinds of maps and just jump around like crazy. What I like about it is that it shoots super fast, so I can get up right behind somebody when they're not looking and just pop them twice in the back, and usually that like 2 shots most classes if they're not overhealed or something. So I love this gun. I've been using it more and more, and yeah, so I got this gun. As you can see, it has 638 kills. I got this gun like a few weeks ago. I've been really using it a lot. So this is my A loadout, so it's offense. So usually when I'm on offense, I'm going to be stuck in spawn or something. I'm going to need to get behind them, and I'll use bonk to do that. So bonk, I always use that to get out of spawn when there's a bunch of spam coming in, so that's always my secondary for my offensive loadout. And then the Rap Assassins, it's like regarded as one of the worst melees for Scout, but I like it because I don't hit people with my melee very often, and so to me it's almost like a direct upgrade, just being able to like fire a ball into a crowd of people and just hit somebody with an ornament. Like, I don't know, it's also just got a really funny sound whenever it hits the wall. It's got a little like bonking sound, so I don't know. That's why I like the Rap Assassin, and that's why I equip it. So for my defensive loadout, I have the Sandman and the Pocket Pistol. I like this combo because the Sandman negative 15 health on wear kind of counteracts the plus 15 max health on wear, so like you're just back to 125. And I also like this because in conjunction with the Soda Popper, you're going to be jumping around a lot. You're going to be popping yourself really high up in the air all the time. So if you don't take fall damage, then that's awesome. So that's just one less thing you have to worry about when you're really, really high up in the air, like flying as the Bird Scout, and you just don't want to take fall damage. This is perfect. And I just love the Sandman because I love trying to hit people with baseballs. The kind of Scout that I like to play is just like the annoying, like, I'm just going to do damage to you and run away kind of thing. So like the Sandman just, it fits in with that style so perfectly. Which, going on to my, I said it was a troll loadout, but this is my loadout that I use occasionally. I will play sixes, and this is my sixes loadout because this is just, sixes, they don't allow unlocks, so I gotta use the just regular pistol, and then the regular scattergun, and the Boston Basher for building Ubers. So I'm really bad at scout and sixes, but occasionally I'll do it, and this is the loadout I'll use, so I'll just switch to my C loadout really quick. And then my MVM loadout is the standard Mad Milk and Fan of War, and usually you can use whatever gun you want, but I like the Force of Nature so I can force the bomb carrier back occasionally. Because, you're not going to be shooting people with your scattergun very often at MVM anyway. Moving on to the Soldier. You guys may know me pretty well for this. I am a huge fan of the Beggar's Bazooka. I love this thing. I use it in Dust Bowl all the time. It's the perfect map for this. If you get a crits medic on me at any time, like I can go on a 20 kill streak with this. It's awesome. This is more for the maps where I want to jump around. Since this is my offensive loadout, I'll usually like beggars jump behind people. So I'll get the gunboats with this so that I take less damage from my overload jumps, or any rocket jumps for that matter. And then the escape plan because it's just a nice option to have when you're solo in it. This is like not only my offensive loadout, but it's also my solo soldier loadout, so I usually won't have a medic on me anyway, so this is nice. And for the style, I really love the Furious Fuka Misagi Sagi. I still don't know how to do this, but I crafted this a long time ago and I love it. It's, I don't know, it just looks really funny on my soldier. I just like the idea of like a weird Asian soldier man with a mustache flying around. I just thought it was really fun. And then the Macho Man, this was crafted by my friend Lost in Narnia. He's a guy that always seems to be there, giving me items whenever I need them. He's awesome. He he helped me out get to my 50th tour on MVM, carried me through most of it. He's a MVM main, one of the few MVM mains that I've met that are actually really awesome and fun to talk to and really helpful. So I thought I'd wear this in honor of him. It's a really cool Macho Man thing. The glasses don't really show up on this loadout, but that's fine. I mostly am wearing it for the awesome, like, Asian style mustache, sort of. And then I have this fancy dress uniform. I forgot who gave this to me, but this is a cool strange that I like to keep on my soldier so that I can keep an idea of like all the cool stuff I do as soldier. Scored apparently over 6,000 points. Survived 400 fires, and I've gotten 3,000 kills since I've gotten this, so that's kind of cool. Also, I thought I'd mention my Beggar's Bazooka is signed by the awesome Blind Pyro. He's an amazing soldier, a pub soldier that just, I see him a lot in the Badwater LA servers. He's amazing with his spam rocket launcher, as I call it, and I think he has over like I want to say he has over 100,000 kills on his or something like that, close to that. He's amazing with it, and if you want to check out his YouTube channel, he's also got some really cool videos of him doing stuff like that. For my Pyro, I've got a really crazy looking Pyro. I don't know why, but I just think that this loadout is so stupid looking. It's ridiculous, like just bug-eyed with like cone on my head. This was crafted by a fan of mine, Queen of Disaster, and this one, I forgot where I got this. I got this a long time ago. I definitely didn't get it from the game that you get from it, but I forget where I got it. I think I found it. I don't know. I definitely got this a while ago though. And then the backpack broiler I crafted. You'll notice that I craft a lot of stuff. It's because I try and craft like weapons and stuff that I can give away in raffles and stuff. So if I get an engineer thing, I'll give it away, but most of the time it's just random stuff like this, and I'll just equip it if I think it's funny. And I think the backpack broiler makes no sense at all to go with this loadout. So for my Pyro, I'm just going for a crazy, why are you equipping this loadout? So this is my offensive thing. The degreaser, the detonator, and the power jack. Actually, this shouldn't be the detonator. I'm gonna go for a flare gun. Yeah, this is the combo that I like the most when I'm attacking. I'm kind of bad at it, but I think it's the best attacking, like, just aggressive pyro loadout that you can do. This is my favorite way to play, though. Defensive pyro loadout. This is my jam right here. I am just gonna go stock flamethrower, stock shotgun, and then this strange killstreak homewrecker that I recently got. It's still not even tradable. That's how earlier I got it. That's how recently I got it. I mean, 1 kill. So that's nice. But I just like this for spy checking and keeping an eye on my fellow engineer buddies. I'm an engineer main, so of course I'm gonna love helping them out every once in a while. I need to put like Sappers Destroyed on this so I can keep track of that, because that's usually what I'm doing with this thing. And then see, this is my troll loadout. You can't have a troll loadout without a phlogistonator. This thing is a stupid gun that just makes no sense, and it rewards just walking forward, and it just makes this game so easy. That's why I named it. Wow, this game is easy, and I think this is specialized kill streak, yeah. And then I've got a scorch shot. This pairs really well with the phlogistonator because you can hit multiple targets with it to boost up your fire damage done, and then the power jack, of course, is just an all-around great melee. You need to make some better melees for the pyro because I don't know, there's not very many good ones, in my opinion. And then my MVM loadout is, of course, the phlogistonator for taking care of those tanks, the detonator for jumping around, and the power jack for getting to the front lines faster. My Demoman, this is probably, I mean, you can look at my stats. Where are my stats at? Where are my stats? Oh, here. Like, you can look at my stats. It says that Pyro, I mean, I'm playing with Pyro a little bit more lately, but Demoman, I hardly ever play this class, and I'm not very good at it. So, like, my Demoman is kind of like, oh man, I have no idea what I'm doing. So that's why I named it that, because I really don't know it. I don't know what I'm doing when I play this class. I just don't understand it. I literally, like, I'll just be spamming stuff and get kills, and I don't understand, and I'll be spamming stuff and I won't get kills, and I won't understand why they won't die. But anyway, I went for the, I don't know, cool looking king kind of style. I crafted this hat a while ago, so I wear that. I've got this King of Scotland cape because they were cheap, and I think I was buying this for my friend. And oh, somebody's calling me on Steam or Skype. And I thought I would just get one for myself because they were pretty cheap. And then the Flashdance footies, I got a lot of these from people who were donating around the time that what was it, End of the Line came out. So I decided to put these on me while I still have them. Still need to give those away though. And then I've got, you know, my strange grenade launcher, strange sticky bomb launcher. You know, hardly ever really play this class very often, but when I do, I try my best. This is my attacking loadout though, for when anyone's dumb enough to pocket me. But this is my favorite type of Demoman to play, is Demo Knight. This is where I actually feel like I actually have a little bit more fun playing Demoman, is where I get to run at people and scream. And so I've got this unusual horseless, headless horseman's head taker that I got this recent Halloween that I crafted from the cool spooky metal or whatever that you can get from that. I've got the tide turner. Somebody gifted this to me, I guess? I didn't know that. Okay, well, cool. And my strange grenade launcher that I sometimes can kill people with. And then my troll loadout, of course, is this guy. I've got my green gibbous on with my macho man. And basically the whole goal of this loadout is to sticky jump above people, float above them, and then slowly descend upon them until they are ultimately exploded via caber. I hardly ever do that too, but I thought I'd have the option. And then this is the loadout I have for my MVM demo. Demo's probably the class that I play the least in MVM, but when I do, I feel like I can do something right. Gotta switch that over to the strange. For my heavy, I've got my Skyrim heavy here. He's going crazy, and I've got some penning alerts. What the heck? What did I do? What happened? Somebody find a golden pan? Oh no, somebody got a ring. This is my minigun, just simply called Oops, because usually I accidentally kill people with this thing. I just kind of hold down M1 and walk at people, and sometimes they run into the fire and whoops, hey, you're dead. Sorry. I've got my vintage sandwich here for my medics, and then I've got my gloves of running urgently so I can run up to the front faster and be an offensive heavy, because this is my offensive loadout for heavy. I've got my Dragonborn helmet here because I love Skyrim and I thought I'd show my support for that game with my heavy. And then these guys, Lost in Narnia gave these to me. I guess he crafted them. So I think that these look kind of cool together with it looks like I'm a dragon slayer sort of with a tie. So I thought that was kind of cool. Nothing different from my defensive loadout here, except for that I have a Fist of Steel so that I take less damage because I'm playing defensively. I thought maybe that went hand in hand. No pun intended for that. My troll loadout heavy, you'd think that I would go friendly sandwich heavy for my troll loadout, but no, I go fat scout. I use my stock shotgun and my holiday punch to try and get some sneak taunt kills off on people, and then I wear this weird, it looks like a heavy that you could give a hug to, I think. And he's got like an uncly feeling to it, so I think that it kind of all works out, you know? And then here's my MVM loadout, pretty similar to my offensive loadout, just so I can, you know, bring those metal men to fight. And then here's the cream of the crop. This is the loadout that I've worked the hardest on over my TF2 years. My engineer, my main boy, my main guy, definitely the engineer. He's my best buddy, my best pal. So I've got my unusual danger. This was gifted to me from Critical Flaw, my awesome team leader for Spicy Plus support. And everybody who donated towards getting this hat got to put their, like, you know, description on it and stuff. And it's got Miami Nights, one of my favorite effects for an unusual. So that's really cool. And I painted it white as per the usual. And then I've got my gold digger here. It's got this Team Spirit footprints thing on it, so if you ever see me running around and I have like fire underneath my feet, it's because of my gold digger. My beard gives me fire feet. It makes my feet hot. It makes me run around. And then I've got this sweater on turtle with the neck on puff. That's my strange, what is this called? An insulated inventor? Yeah. This was given to me by a fan of my videos. Thank you so much for that. And this thing is awesome. I've gotten over 10,000 points on it so far. I'm trying to max it out. I forget what the max points that you can get on it in a thing is, but I think it's like 15,000. But I'm trying to get it to the max, and then I might switch it out for a different thing. I'm not sure which one yet, but it might be like a different jacket or something like that. I have no idea, but I don't know. I like my engineer how it is right now, so I might keep it. But for now, this is how he looks, and he looks pretty sick, in my opinion. For my offensive, or, you know what, I think this is mixed up. This is my defense, and this is my offense. Okay, so this is my defense, for some reason. And it's always been like this, so I don't want to change it. But this is backwards for my engineer for some reason. This is my defensive engineer loadout. I use my Rescue Ranger, which is one of my favorite weapons in the game, as you can tell by my previous video. This is this is something I've had for a while. I've had this thing for, I think, since before I even started making TF2 YouTube videos. So, and same with my my strange festive Wrangler. I nicknamed it the Ragler because I'm occasionally called Rag by my friends. So I changed it to the Ragler because I sometimes like to rag on people. And then I've got my favorite item that I have in this game right now, tied with my danger, I think, is my Australian wrench that I got on my 17th tour of MVM. This thing is awesome. I love it so much. Like, I got so lucky when I found it, and I considered it like a sign from Gaben that I was able to find this thing. So I named it Team NG because I'm on Team NG, and it's got, you know, a decent amount of kills. I got it signed by Gabriel, one of my favorite TF2 competitive engineers, back when it had like 1,500 kills on it, so it reset the strange. But I've got almost 5,000 kills on it so far, and I've got a Sapper's Removed part on it, a Spy's Killed part on it to kind of like give it that anti-spy feel. I've got all the cool Halloween spells on it. And then I, of course, had to include one of my favorite quotes from the engineer: "If y'all had more gadgets for killing, you wouldn't need so many for hiding." I love that, so I put that in there. I might change it after Spy v NG is over, if that ever comes out. But for now, that's what it's called. I love this thing. I use it all the time, pretty much 24/7. It's my favorite. And then, of course, I've got my strange PDA. I named this the Dispenser. Those are the stats on it so far. It's a building builder that builds buildings. Couldn't be simpler. So there's the, what is this? This is the defensive engineer, not the offensive. For some reason it's on A. I'm not really sure why. But B, this is my offensive engineer. This is for when I want to be that annoying NG that just runs up and just kills you in one hit from the Collector's Frontier Justice. I got this yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, I got this last night from somebody who has been a fan of me for a really long time, longer than I've even made TF2 videos, and he came back and he was like, "Dude, you're awesome, like, I can't believe you're still making videos after all these years. Here's something awesome for your collection," and this is an awesome, like, I'm not a huge fan of the Frontier Justice, but I just recently started picking it up in pubs, and it's actually really fun, like, especially with the mini sentry, because, you know, you're gonna get a few kills or a few assists with this thing no matter what you're doing. So it's basically like, if you can land your shots with this, then you can like one hit kill anybody, and it's awesome. And it's kind of like a fun challenge that I have for myself to like get up like 4 or 5 crits and then run in and try and go on a crazy kill streak or something like that. I like this gun a lot. Before I had this, I used something called the Dish Served Cold. This has over 1,000 kills on it so far, but right now I'm going to be using this cool thing because this is awesome. And then I've got my Wrangler because I love wrangling people. A wrangled mini sentry is the craziest thing in the entire world, so I take advantage of that as much as I can. And then this is like, not my troll loadout, but this is like that weird moment where you don't want to use the Rescue Ranger. You want to be, this is kind of like, I'm gonna be an offensive level 3 engineer. I'm gonna be running around shooting people with a shotgun, dropping down level 2s, level 1 sentries. So occasionally I'll switch to C if I'm like kind of in that middle area where I don't want to play defensive and I don't want to play so offensive that I'm like running at people kind of thing. So that's what I like about that. And then the D loadout, pretty much the exact same thing as my defensive loadout for MVM. This is what I use. It's really, really nice loadout. I think this is pretty much the standard, except some people like to use different wrenches, of course, but I think Rescue Ranger and Wrangler is like really good for MVM. So moving on to my medic. This is the medi gun that I had for a really long time. Back when I started playing TF2, I played a lot of medic. So of course one of the first things I invested in was a strange part of all of these things. I use kind of the standard medic stuff, I think. A lot of people like to use the crossbow because it's kind of like the best of both worlds. Like if you fire a crossbow into like a group of fighting people, like enemies and teammates combined, you can't go wrong. You might hit somebody with it and heal them, or you might hit an enemy with it and kill them. So that's always nice. And then I've got my Welcome to the Pokemon Center, because this is where you come to get healed. So I named it because I'm a big fan of the Pokemon series, so I thought I'd show my support with that. And then going on to my, what do you call this thing? An Uber saw. I call this a different kind of face stab, because I'm always stabbing people in the face with it. And I say thanks, Bingus, because, you know, thanks. Thanks for the Uber. Oh, and I might as well talk about the weird... Okay, so I got this loadout from Medic back when I didn't realize that, like, it's pretty obnoxious to have lime green things in this game. So, right now, I'm kind of stuck with this. I'm not a huge fan of it anymore, but I think it's funny. I mean, like, I don't play Medic that much anymore, so I don't really mind that my head is just a giant, like, flashy moving target. So, it's whatever. I'm fine with it. You know, it's a cool loadout. I don't know. I like it. Shut up. You don't have to judge me. And then here's my kill streak, crit streak. I cannot afford a strange crit streak because they're like $1 million, so I just have this kill streak one. And why do I still have the noisemaker on him? So pretty much the same, except this is a kill streak. So I mean, pretty good with the theme so far. Offensive, you usually want to go regular Uber to break through their sentry guns. Defensive, it's always nice to have a crit streak so you can kill everybody before they can get out of spawn. So kind of sticking with that. This isn't a troll loadout on C, believe it or not. This is just my third medigun, which is one of my favorites. I love using the quick fix. I love hopping around with soldiers. I love, you know, jumping around with demos, and I just like the gun in general. I think it's a lot of, I think it can do a lot of good in pubs, especially because it just heals people quickly. It's a quick fix, so I use it a lot. And I'm one of the few that actually uses it more in MVM than any of the other guns. Sometimes I get told off by people who are like, why are you not running crit streak? I like using this because it revives super quickly, and I'd rather have people alive and shooting than dead, and maybe sometimes they get crits. So that's just my opinion, though. I mean, MVM is a huge, like, can of worms that I don't really want to open up just yet, but this guy still has a noisemaker on. It's not winter anymore, you dink. And my D loadout, yeah, like I said, for MVM I use the quick fix a lot, so it's fun. I think it's fun to switch up the meta a little bit in MVM. A lot of people might disagree, especially the MVM mains, but my sniper, I used to play a lot of sniper also back when I first started playing this game. My body shot has a lot of kills on it. Hardly any of them are probably headshots. I'm not very good at hitting people in the head in this game for some reason. I think it might have something to do with my internet being mediocre. But yeah, the body shot, I've had this for a really long time. I've had a strange sniper rifle since, like, probably, I got it a year after I started playing, so. And I think this is actually one of my first stranges of all time, is my PP time. Back when I first started playing this game, I used to exclusively throw my strange Girardi at people and yell, PP time! I don't know, it was dumb. It was a fun thing to do. And then, this is my That's a Knife. It's, you know, this is a good combo, I think, especially on offense, because you're going to want to throw the P into the fray of defending people so that you can push up easier. And for defense, I mean, right now I have the Razorback on, but I'll switch between that and the Girardi, or even sometimes the Cleaner's Carbine. I don't really use the Razorback that much. I mean, wow, 41? That's actually a lot. And I've been using the Machina a lot lately. I just can't get enough of those collaterals. It's so much fun in pubs where people just line up perfectly and you can, like, get that cheering sound in the thing. I've been doing that lately, so. And then I've got my Killstreak Ham for some reason on this guy. So I don't really, like, look too much into my sniper loadout. Although a while ago I made sure that he looked super cool with his, like, his rugged beard and his, like, cool beanie, and then he's got, like, his cool snowy owl here, his head wig. Maybe he could be like Harry Potter, since he's got kind of like the Harry Potter sunglasses or something. And then my troll loadout, I'm donning my ghastly gibbous and my macho man so that I can shoot at people with my fortified compound. Where'd it go? Here it go. You know, I'm not very good with the huntsman. Like I said, I suck at hitting people in the head with anything in this game. But this is the ultimate, like, troll loadout to me. especially the combination of the cleaner's carbine, because if you can just hit people in the body with this thing and then finish them off with the cleaner's carbine, you can go on a huge spree. I think Freddy has a video about that actually, so that's kind of where I got the idea for this loadout. I made a few months ago. And then my I hardly ever play sniper and MVM, but when I do, I know that the Hitman's Heatmaker is the best, along with this combo of items here. I've been told that the Hitmaker is the best. I think I've sniped once in MVM, and it didn't go well, so... I mean, I still have the loadout ready, though. But as long as we're on things that I hardly ever play, as you can tell by the cosmetics area of this class, I don't play Spy. I have a strange knife. I've gotten pretty good amount of backstabs with it, but I mean, it's not hard to get backstabs, you know, especially in pubs where people don't look behind them. But believe me, I don't play this class ever. Like, it's hard. I am the unluckiest spy in the world. That's why I'm using the Diamondback, because I can't use the Ambassador. I'm bad at clicking on people's heads, as I've said multiple times. So I use the Diamondback because it's much easier to click on people on their body and get crits than click on their head and get crits. So for all of these loadouts, I just kind of switch between the different watch types. So we've got the regular Invis watch here, the Dead Ringer, and then the Cloak and Dagger. And then, you know, if anybody ever is stupid enough to suggest that I go Spy and MVM, I'll do this with the Dead Ringer, because that's pretty good to use the Dead Ringer, I think. I don't know. I didn't look too much into it. But yeah, that's my loadout. Those are all my loadouts. Hopefully this video isn't too obnoxiously long. I kind of wanted to make it a shorter video, but once I get talking about stuff, I will tend to ramble for a while. But anyway, thank you so much for watching the loadouts video. If you have a cool loadout that you have been using that works for you, definitely put it in the comments. I'm always open to like checking out different play styles and different types of weapons that you guys think are the best in combination with other weapons and so on and so forth. So yeah, again, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. And don't forget, flaresthatcare.org, go and check it out. They're a great organization, and it's going to be a really fun time on March 13th. So, yeah, remember to mark your calendars for that date, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.